Hello guys, welcome to episode 3 of What If Civilization Started Over. Uh, uh, Sorry that I haven't uploaded in a while, but let's get into the video and see where we left over. So we ended the video at the Lime team being created and expanding. So they're going to continue expanding and sending expeditions up north in the Italian peninsula and in Sicily. They start colonizing these lands and fully control Sicily now. They also go up north and they just continue. They also want the passageway over here towards the Adriatic Sea. So they're going to start preparing for a war against the Orange team. The Orange team still doesn't know about this, so they're just gonna be, they're just going to sit there and work on themselves. Next up, we'll see the purple team going to expand down south in the Nile River. So they're going to continue down south like this and get all of this for themselves. So then they're going to branch off the Nile River and go this way and find coast. They knew that they didn't know about this coast, but they just wanted to explore this way through the deserts. So they're going to continue exploring and annexing these lands for themselves. So as you can see, they're doing a great job. They got to the coast, and the yellow team wants to do the same. They now know of a sea down south, so they're going to go down south and get to the Red Sea. I know there are mountains over here on the Sinai Peninsula, but they can just go straight through them. It took them a lot of time still, but they can just go there. So they're going to start expanding down south, while the purple team is going to make a landing down here in the southern part of the Sinai Peninsula. So the yellow team is essentially cut off from getting to the coast of the Red Sea. I mean, they got a bit over here, and they could just go a bit like east. So yeah, it's not like that bad. And these lands over here are just like free lands for the purple team, basically, because they're gonna continue expanding down south again and essentially cut off the yellow team from Africa. So they're doing great right now in this expansion, but they're not gonna be the only ones expanding. The red team also wants to expand. So let's look at how they're going to be doing. So they're going to send expeditions along the Libyan coast and occupy these areas for themselves. They also want to get to Europe again. They got to Crete, so they're gonna go from Crete a bit east. So they send a boat from Crete that goes up north and lands in modern day Turkey. So the red team colonizes this, but there's one problem with this. It's really far away from their country. So we'll see a new country form, and it's going to be the pink team. They're going to be this pinkish country, and they're going to expand. So they meet up with the green team and go up north and find lands that have already been explored. So the green team is just going to help them explore all of this, and they're gonna sign a treaty on how to divide up most of these lands. So let's take a look at this treaty. So here's the treaty that they signed. The pink team is going to get these lands, and the green team is going to get these lands. So these guys have been doing great on the Turkish peninsula, and the orange team wants to expand too. So they're going to send a boat that goes up north like this and makes a landing over here. But they don't only do that, and send expeditions up north too. So they basically meet up with this boat over here and start colonizing. You see, we're seeing lots of rapid expansion in this episode, but it's not going to only be rapid expansion. There are gonna be some other things happening too. And the orange team's theory has been kind of wrong. They thought there was gonna be a sea like over here, and they've gotten to here and there's still no sea. So, you know, they're kind of disappointed about that, but not that much. They at least got lots of coast over here, and one of the stronger countries. In my opinion, they're in the top 3. Let's now do a power ranking. So number 1 is probably the purple team. They're over here on the Nile River. They have got coast on the Red Sea and on the Mediterranean. Same goes for on the Mediterranean, and the same goes for the yellow team. They've got lots of coast on the Mediterranean, a bit of on the Red Sea, and they're in Mesopotamia, near the river Euphrates. So as you can see, the map is the Mediterranean region is kind of being filled in right now. And the yellow team is going to expand again. They're gonna go up north and are going to meet up with the green team. So we've basically got almost connection with the lime team from the red team. You know, you can go from here like this through lands. They go like this over here, up like this, and if they find out, they can go like this through Constantinople, go like this, and just send a ship from modern day Albania from the orange team and land over here. But because long sea transport is kind of bad at these times, you know, it's gonna be hard to get up here like this. So I'm just saying that. So the orange team is gonna be like just island hopping here, finding new islands, and together with the pink team, they establish almost connection. Actually, they do, through the Turkish peninsula over here. So the orange team is going to get these lands over here and land in the Turkish peninsula, and the rest is gonna go to the pink team. So yeah, this is how the lands are going to look right now, which is, good for the orange team and for the pink team. So yeah, they continue expanding. And the pink team is kind of a big country, but the newest country. And the yellow team is going to continue to expand. They're gonna continue expanding in Mesopotamia, which is basically this region over here, like somewhere over here. It's something like this, maybe a bit smaller, but yeah. So yeah, they're gonna continue expanding and are gonna be doing great. They get to the Tigris River and colonize these lands. So they basically got 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 something great going on for them over here. They're gonna send expeditions that find all of these lands. They're gonna get most of them for themselves. You know, the the typical at these times, finding lands and instantly colonizing them and making a great empire and falling. The typical. So yeah, that is great for them. But now let's take a look at the red team expansion. So here we are looking at the red team. They send more expeditions across the African coast to colonize these lands all for themselves, which is doing great. They're doing great at it. But this is kind of a long way from here to here. Which, yes, modern day isn't a long way, but at those times it is. So the red team is gonna stop expanding when they get about over here to this bit over here. So as we can see, the red team has basically got all of the Libyan coast and a part of the Tunisian coast. And they got lots of coast here, some major cities. Talking about major cities, let's add some major cities. So I'm going to add a new layer with major cities, and I'll show you them. I'm just gonna cut this part and show you the major cities in a bit. So here I have added the major cities, and I realized I forgot to add a capital for the pink team, so here's their new capital city. Now I'm gonna get rid of this layer, and we'll see something new happening. That's gonna be a war between the lime team and the orange team. So the lime team is going to catch them by surprise and continue down and capture the entrance to the Adriatic Sea. But the red team, the orange team, has even got a bit of a navy, so they can capture waters to get to there. So their navy is kind of blockading the lime team navy a bit, which is a lot weaker. So the orange team navy is going to win this battle and get back on the Italian peninsula. So they're gonna continue marching in and even get ships over here like this to control these waters and make another landing over here, which helps them. So they essentially cut off this part from this part of the lime team, which is bad for them, and so they're gonna surrender, and this is gonna be one of the first peace treaties. There have been more. I think the first one was between the purple, red, and blue team, the three first countries. So yeah, let's take a look at this peace treaty. So here's the peace treaty. As you can see, I've got the major cities on because the lime team is going to lose one of their major cities in this peace treaty. As you can see, the yellow team, the orange team has gotten kind of valuable lands. So yeah, they're doing great for themselves. Now, let's see. So that's going to be a rebellion from the red team. A country is going to rebel over here in northern Africa and encircle this major city and capture it. The rebellion is also going to be over here and pockets of it up here, because they just, I mean, they aren't really controlling this land over here as well as this over here. So yeah, the rebellion starts getting popular in these areas. So they are just gonna capture all of these areas and capture another major city of the red team. This rebellion is going to continue marching down south until the red team gives it independence and sign a peace treaty with them. So let's take a look at it. So as you can see, I just kind of switched around the borders so they look better. That's all it. And the new country is created. So yeah, next up we will see the lime team sending expeditors up north. They're going to send these expeditors so they can find new lands in the Italian peninsula. They're going to continue up north and they're going to just continue north and get to near the Alp Mountains. The orange team is also going to send expeditors up north because they don't know what's going on up there and they want to find out. So they're going to just send these expeditors and they're going to stay along the Balkan coast, which is good for them. They are finding new lands and stuff like those. So yeah, and they eventually meet up with the lime team expeditors and also meet up with the Alp Mountains. So they're going to enter into France and they're going to continue that way. So yeah, it's kind of a collaboration between them to find new lands. So they create their own country and it will be this color over here all the way in Catalonia. It's gonna be this reddish color. So yeah, they're going to expand and capture these newly founded areas. So as you can see, the Western Mediterranean is also going to be started to fill up with new countries. Mainly this pinkish country over here, though. They have almost all of the French coast on the Mediterranean and almost all of the Spanish coast on the Mediterranean. So yeah, mainly they are going to fill up the Western Mediterranean. They're even going to enter in on the Italian peninsula. So this pinkish country, its new capital, is going to be right over here in between the border of France and Spain. And their major cities, I'm just gonna dot them around. because why not? You know. So yeah, they're going to continue marching uh, down south towards Africa, and even get there and control the Strait of Gibraltar. So they're doing great for themselves. As you can see, they control the Strait of Gibraltar and northern Morocco. But this is where their expansion is going to stop, because they're expanding a lot. But the Lime Tea wants to make up for the lost lands, so they're also going to start expanding up north. I mean, everybody is expanding a lot today, so yeah. It's normal for them to want to expand too. They even make a landing over here on the Croatian coast. And have it for themselves. They send boats to find new lands and find Corsica and Sardinia. They're going to have a Corsica and a port of northern Sardinia and a part of southern Sardinia, not the entire island though. So this is great for them. They make a landing down here in Tunisia and get these lands. And I mean, the Lime team is being just Rome. They are capturing most of the Italian coast right now. All of these islands. If they somehow beat the pink team, they will actually be like Rome. Like Rome. Kind of. So they're going to continue expanding up north and are gonna make another landing over here in Croatia again. So they're going to continue capturing these lands and basically have all of modern day Italy, except for a part over here. So these countries are doing great right now. They are capturing more lands, but something internally is happening in the Lime team, and that is gonna be a rebellion of a color of and its color is going to be this dark cyan color. So they're also gonna start instantly capturing other lands, and the Lime team just can't catch a break. They all always lost lands since they've been created. First a war with the Orange team, they lost. Now a rebellion. And this rebellion also happens up here, up in the north. So they're going to sign a peace treaty, which will look something like this. Yeah, they're gonna give up all of these lands to the rebellion. So this is essentially just a Balkan rebellion over here, and the Mediterranean is kind of being filled up in this episode. So hope you liked this video, and bye.